really excited to show you Pencil. Pencil is an end-to-end content creation and optimization tool using an aggregate of AI models. So what does that mean? It means you're able to produce images, text, video, full fit-for-purpose channel-ready assets in one browser-based space and toggle between all different models. What we do at Pencil is make sure everything has the context. Each workspace is completely ring-fenced by brands. We're working with some of the largest advertisers globally to do this and roll this out. Everything is protected, everything is legally exactly where it needs to be, not bleeding into other spaces. So what I'll do is I'm gonna show you a little bit about how you would set up your workspace. I'll take you through a very quick workflow. I'm supposed to have 5 minutes, but Noah said I can have 8, so thanks. And I'll take you through all of that pretty quickly. So again, this is what Pencil looks like. There's a couple of different doors you can enter through. The first is at the top up here. Okay, you can see my mouse. The first is at the top up here where you can use text, much like you'd use ChatGPT or Gemini, to just start generating creative. You can only do that if the workspace has the context about your brand, which I'll take you through in 1 second. Again, the other sort of doors you can come in through are the AI magic tools. That's generating text, imagery, video, and then those full channel-ready creatives. But as I've been saying, before you do anything, you want to make sure the workspace knows exactly what brand we're talking about. I'm demoing a space for Magnum ice cream, so hopefully you had dessert, or otherwise this is going to make you want some. But this, again, you put in the brand description, you can drag and drop your brand book, that beautiful thing you spend months and months making can be dropped right in here. In scaled solutions, we can connect to a DAM, connect to lots of other places and ways people store and aggregate their content. But again, all of this is to make sure your workspace knows exactly what it needs to pull from to generate on-brand creatives. You can put in your color codes, different sounds, if you have music licensed, all of that can be dropped in here, as well as any other documents you might want to pull from. The next bit of setup is the asset library. So again, these, you can think of assets as flat files. These are pack shots. You can see here, there's the different sort of double caramel visuals, the different product shots that, again, you wouldn't want the models generating. You would want to make sure that's all on brand, things you've photographed, things you've taken photos of. It not only will pull from these images, but it will also reference them stylistically as we generate content. The final bit of library setup over here is around templates. So these are treated more like wireframes within Pencil. So you can see here there's different static. I'm gonna attempt to play this. Okay, can't really hear it, but it doesn't matter. You just see that it's a video file sort of for Instagram or TikTok, et cetera. All of these can be uploaded or again, pulled in from some of those other sources if that were the route we took. Couple of other quick things that I do just want to talk through on integrations and setups. Again, Pencil is not only generative, but it's predictive. So I just talked a lot about how we set up the context for generation. How we set up the context for prediction is by connecting to your client's media channels. It's very simple. You just click connect to your ad accounts. Channel manager gets a notification, you click accept. It starts pulling in the performance data of your whatever channels you connect to here. This is a dummy account, so they're not connected to make sure no clients get upset by that. Just a demo space, but again, you can imagine what that starts to look like. One final thing that I will also show is this AI governance. AI governance here is how we select which models you're able to pull from when generating text. You can see they're all selected here. Generating images, we have a whole variety, and this changes quite often. One of the benefits of Pencil is being able to come to us and say, hey, we really need flux in here. And we start hearing that from lots of clients, and then we put flux in there, or whatever, what have you. And same with video generation. This is just launched in early 25. We have VO2 coming, which everyone is really, really excited about. So that is how you would do that. I only have access to show you this. This would only be your admin account. Like, people can't go in and change it themselves. So just rest assured, this is just because I'm demoing. What I'm gonna show you in my last little bit here is how this starts to work. So you can see there's sort of 4 ways in. The first are insights and copy. So, you know, excuse me, the sort of brief we're thinking about here is how do you get people to eat ice cream in the winter or on a rainy day in LA? You can see here, this is where you select the different models you'd want to use. If you did have any unchecked in the governance, your team wouldn't even know that they're not available. It's really seamless in that way and helps with sort of scaled solution across your internal teams, partners, et cetera, et cetera. Here in the middle is where the text, it's a free form, so you can edit as you go. You can see what if we were promoting this ice cream treat in the winter, the yellow is us. We get some ideas back. We say this is great, but we need a little more premium. What does that start to look like? We get some other ideas, runway chill, probably 2, we over-revved on premium. So we say, great, we think we're in Devil Wears Prada, but we're more likely watching it on TV. And we land with a scenario that we really like, high fashion hibernation. So the next thing we would do is need to generate imagery to support this. So again, what we would want to do is think about all the assets we need, for social, digital, e-com pages, CRM capabilities, all of that. Perhaps, we want a product shot where we see a tub of sea salt caramel. Here, you can see this is sort of why good prompting is important. When you generate a tub of sea salt caramel, you quite literally get that. But as we move on, you see, this generates the actual product, ice cream in the bowls, et cetera, et cetera. There's other visuals here that, again, that high fashion hibernation moment, generating imagery of people watching different genres. Maybe your media plan is really targeted to what's on Bravo every night, selfishly. And you want to generate, a specific movie or something exciting or scary or shocking. You can generate for all different types of people. Again, in this workflow, this is where predictions start to come into play. So you can see green means this is likely to be in the top 25% of our creative assets. Blue means this is new and worth trying. And if we see orange anywhere along the way, which we don't, which we love, it means this is likely to be in the bottom 25%. Which kind of makes sense based on her face. The last thing a couple quick things I want to show you guys in my final minute here is how we then start to animate these and make them into video. So again, we're able to select which model we want to move forward with. Here, the current way we're doing this to be on brand and to be enterprise safe is by taking things we've generated and prompting for video motion. Our roadmap has lots of ways this is going to change by probably the second half of this year. We'll be generating 0 to 1, but for now, this is where we are. We put where the video starts, we put where we'd want it to end, and the prompt is, just dolly cam movement, so you can see here what that starts to look like. Again, light movement, but might be more likely to stop the scroll than opposed to some of the other work here. Again, all of these are done in this way. In my final little bit, I want to show you how we start to vary that. So we've generated all this content, but how do we put it all together? How do we make it, fit for purpose, ready for the channels? And that's in our feed variation tool. So again, what we would do is we would go over here on the left-hand side and click feed. You can see here this Excel basically allows us to map to the different layers of our template. We map to the scene we want. Again, maybe we're pulling from the asset library, the template library, and swapping out the specific video that we want in the middle. And I'll show you what that looks like. Once we're happy with that, we map each column to the different layers of our working file. And then we're able, not that. You're able to click generate here. Again, you can select all the aspect ratios you need for major social and digital channels. Here we go. Let me just click back 1 second. Sorry, Noah. Just want to show you guys what this looks like and then I'm done. Here we go. So this is what the file looks like. Again, once you map all of that, the sequence starts to play out like this. You would be able to do that by clicking generate at the bottom. And again, here are all the different aspect ratios this is done in. And that's how you make an ad in 9 minutes. Sorry. Thanks.